If you're like me and looking for a way to support Ukraine and everything that's going on there, I'll have links down below in the description to some ways that you can help, like the Ukrainian Red Cross Society, Nova Ukraine, as well as UNICEF. So check down there for links to how you can donate and show your support for what's going on in Ukraine. And now back to your regularly scheduled news report. What up, viewers? What up? Calc Soups here, and today is Friday, February 25th, and that means it's time for a quick recap of the week in video game news. Starting off strong with launch today is Elden Ring, the prince that was promised, our Lord and Savior in video games, is finally here. It has been quite some time. This is probably one of the most highly anticipated games in several years. And it's already off to a good start. It's currently got a 97 Metacritic, already making it one of the best reviewed games of all time. Multiple news sources as well as IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. So it is getting glowing reviews, and you should probably drop everything and start playing it right now. One of the things going in is this will be my first FromSoft game. I've played Baby's first FromSoft in like Jedi Fallen Order, but I've never actually played a traditional FromSoft game. With that, there's always a lot of confusion, or at least there was for me going into this, on how best to pick your starting character, because there's, I think, almost a dozen of them, as well as like trinkets you can pick along the way. So I'll have links down below to videos kind of explaining what that'll be about. I'm currently thinking I'll probably go Vagabond, just for like a traditional knight and tank character. But there is definitely a bajillion different ways you can play this game. So I'm looking forward to exploring the open world. It is transcendent. It's kind of moved on from the traditional Dark Souls experience, where it's a little bit more linear. The game is still hard for those of you who were always afraid of FromSoft games for being very difficult. This game sounds like it will still be very hard. And the co-op, while I feel like somewhere along the way we were promised like a drop-in, drop-out true co-op, it is still somewhat close to the FromSoft co-op that you know and love, where you have to cast a sign and your friend can help you like take down a boss, and that's about it. So it doesn't sound like you can go full exploring the world with your friend in the same area, but that's something I still haven't checked out yet. So I'm looking forward to checking it all out later, coming soon. Elden Ring, again, looks very good. I am very excited for it. So with a 97 Metacritic, yeah, it could be potentially one of the greatest games of all time. So looking forward to checking it out soon. Also launching this week, Destiny 2's Witch Queen expansion. Some of the reviews I've read for this have said that it is the best expansion that Destiny has had, dating all the way back to even better than the Taken King. A couple of the reviews I read said that you should play it on legendary difficulty and that you should play it alone. So I'm wondering how much of because I think that there's going to be a lot of narrative payoffs that are coming with this. We've kind of been building up Savathûn ever since the beginning of Destiny 1 even. So there's going to be quite a lot that you can dive into. I've got a whole video that I watched talking about all the big enjoyable stuff coming, including the new glaive weapons like we saw in the vidoc. So I'm looking forward to Destiny 2. Again, I will be playing Elden Ring for as much as I can, but I am looking forward to kind of playing through and getting the story that is going on in Destiny 2. Also, as a slight sidebar, saw a really cool Savathûn statue this week. Kind of this like 12-inch tall statue. Looks like a big moth. It's very scary and creepy, but I think it makes really good shelf fodder. So something to look for if you are interested in that. It will cost you, I think, $180. So you know, if you got a little bit of spare cash lying around and you want a really cool set piece to put on your shelf, I think the Savathûn statue will definitely fit. Moving right along, Call of Duty is skipping a year. So in 2023, there will be no Call of Duty game. They are finally going back to the drawing board to figure out what they're doing with the Call of Duty series. I feel like a lot of the games have been very cookie cutter. I've been critiquing the World War II shooter ever since, it was announced that they're going back to World War II. And they've already tried to do futuristic stuff, and that didn't work out very well either. And I don't think another Modern Warfare clone will put things back on track. So they are skipping next year in 2023, where they will depend more on Warzone income than they will on a traditional game sale. There is one coming out this year. I assume that one was already chambered and ready to go, considering they have a rotating schedule of studios to produce Call of Duty games. But yeah, there won't be a Call of Duty next year, so I can't complain about it being the #1 title if it doesn't come out. So I'm looking forward to seeing kind of what they do with the series when it comes back in 2024. I wonder what is going to happen. Like, mentioning this before releasing the 2022 version seems like a little bit of a miss. People are gonna look at the 2022 and wonder, like, are we just getting a half-baked Call of Duty? Although I think people will probably think that anyway, considering a lot of the Call of Duty games have not been reviewing well recently. But yeah, hopefully this kind of sets Activision on track, especially since they just got purchased by Microsoft, and we get something better for a Call of Duty product. It might even go free to play. I think that's probably a big pill to swallow, considering the Call of Duty titles sell several millions in the first couple days, especially before Christmas. And the $60 price point, it'd be hard to make that up in free-to-play monetization, but they could potentially do it. So it's something to consider for an upcoming Call of Duty game. Last week, there was a countdown coming from Capcom, and to no one's surprise, that countdown was counting down to Street Fighter 6. So the next upcoming Capcom game, Street Fighter 6, is in the works. We didn't get much of information about what the game's about. We got about a 40-second teaser trailer, so not too much to kind of review or break down there, other than Ryu is looking very wide and like very thick with 2 C's, so that's something to check out. People also pointed out that the logo was kind of phoned in. I think there's a default graphic for that they kind of grabbed out of Adobe to make the logo. So people have kind of been commenting on that. I don't really care too much about it. The more interesting part is that in the teaser trailer, some of the people are kind of pointing out that potentially parts of it are not safe for work. So you can kind of jump into that Discord and dig at your own peril. But yeah, some people are talking a little bit NSFW in the latest Street Fighter teaser. So check that out if you dare. Launching soon, the Steam Deck, the portable PC console, is coming very soon. It should be launching next week. Reviews are already in, talking a little bit about how awesome the UI is and how easy it is to interface with the console. There are tons of games, again, of course, because you can get your entire Steam library on there. So it should be something that you should have tons of games. They've already introduced the compatibility rating for how compatible a specific game is with Steam Deck. I've already seen it running Elden Ring, so it seems to be working good. One of the critiques is the shorter battery life, depending on how process intensive the game you're playing is. It could be as low as 80 to 90 minutes, but it could last several hours. So I know that with these portable consoles, like with the Switch, the battery life was always a big concern. I always play with my Switch docked, because I don't think my battery lasts more than 2 hours whenever I take it out. But Steam said, Valve has said that they tried to put as big a battery in there as they could, but they were a little bit limited on space. So yeah, so that's one of the critiques, and hopefully people start getting their hands on it. We start to get a little bit more opinions on it and get a little bit more specs and the breakdowns and stuff. secretly, there is a new Portal game that you can play with your Steam Deck. The game has you start out as an employee behind the desk of an Aperture Science research table, and you have to test out different appliances that are going through on their conveyor belts. Game looks pretty fun. It's basically a tutorial with how to use your Steam Deck, so it's all kind of built in and integrated and very fun. So looks fun. If you want to play the latest Portal game, you're gonna have to get your Steam Deck in soon, which mine's not due till May, so I'll be waiting quite some time for that, but I'm still looking forward to it. Now that Microsoft is more in control of what Bethesda is doing, they say they might unlock a sequel to one of my favorite Fallout games of all time, New Vegas. So coming down the pipe could be a New Vegas 2. It is still within the Fallout universe, even though, and it's still kind of owned by Bethesda, even though Obsidian was the one that actually made New Vegas. But yeah, that was my favorite Fallout game. So let me know what yours is down below, but I'm looking forward to potentially seeing a sequel to New Vegas. Although I've kind of liked that the Fallout series goes to different locales every time they make a new one. I know Fallout 2 was a direct sequel to Fallout 1. But I do like just exploring the world and being in different places. So hopefully in New Vegas 2, where, you know, maybe a little bit more south of the border, see what that's all about. But yeah, looking forward to potentially seeing a New Vegas 2 sometime soon. The collector's edition of a game I'm very excited for, A Plague Tale Requiem, has been announced. For $190, you get a 10-inch statue that has both the brother and sister, Amicia and her brother in statue form. You also get a brooch, which would be pretty cool to kind of get that like feather brooch on there. There's also a vinyl you can with 2 tracks on it, and a couple of the lithogram pictures if you're looking for that. I'm very excited for the game. I loved the first one and played through it. I'll have my whole playthrough on my YouTube. Something I was very excited for, and I'm looking forward to playing the next one. So hope to check that out soon. PlayStation VR is revolutionizing the way we play VR, and making it so that you can play for longer sessions. The patent pictures have showed that there is a venting system on top of the PlayStation VR so that you're not as sweaty under the goggles. I think this is kind of a no-brainer. I'm surprised it took VR this long to kind of allow people to breathe. Maybe it wasn't that big an issue before, or people just weren't playing it as long to get sweaty brows. But having a venting system up there is a pretty innovative move. So all the more reason for me to pick up my PlayStation 2 VR when I can. Or PlayStation VR 2, not a VR system for PlayStation 2, but the second version of PlayStation VR. So don't get that confused. Anyway, Amazon is having several discounts on a bunch of different kind of gaming accessories and products. One of which I saw was the Logitech C920X. It is a 1080p camera that I own 2 of, and one I'm using right now. So I can definitely recommend it. I think the discount is down to $60. So definitely something to pick up if you want to upgrade your cheap camera that you already have. They also had a couple third-party controllers that are on sale. Most of them were the Power A controllers, but those are all very cool and very cute when you look at them. One of the ones I saw was like the Pokemon. It was like a Pokemon Nintendo Switch controller, as well as a Commander Shepard Mass Effect controller that you could Xbox controller that you can get as well. So a couple third-party controllers as well as a couple cameras are on sale over at Amazon. Fallout 76 has listed out its year of content coming down the pipe. We get to fight aliens in Fallout 76, which is always fun. There's a big invasion coming. It also is returning players to the pit, the Pittsburgh area. We will be able to check out in Fallout 76. So with all this stuff coming down the pipe and a lot more content, I might actually download and play a little bit more Fallout 76, considering I never actually got through the whole story and the content just keeps coming. So looking forward to that. Last but certainly not least, and not really a big deal, but one of the cardinal sins of the Halo series, the TV show will have Master Chief taking off his helmet. Like I said, I don't think this is actually a big deal. It'll be cool to see kind of the actor under the helmet get to play Master Chief without the glowy yellow visor. But I know that that'll probably cause some backlash amongst fans. So I'll say it now. Chill out. It's a TV show. They're doing something different. Let's see how it actually works out. I'm looking forward to the Halo series coming in March, considering March is right now. So as always, if you think I forgot anything, feel free to leave a comment down below telling me what you think I forgot, or if you just want to chat more about anything video games or video game news related. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy this content. If you do, follow, like, and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch so you can see more great content like this. I'll have links down below in the description. Thanks again. I hope you have a super day. I hope you have a super weekend. And I hope you have a super day. Bye! Happy Elden Ring!